Hello to you all dear guys, hope you're doing very well. Today we are going to make a wire frame for these little beautiful pieces that I have gotten from one of my students, and these beautiful pieces are made of resin, but you could use any other stone that has an overall shape of a teardrop that we could use this roll and wireframe for. I had made the pendant and also the earring for these teardrop pieces, and today we are going to make one of them, one of the earrings. So first of all, we need wires of 1 millimeter and also 0.4 for the weaving parts. Our main tools: round nose pliers, chain nose pliers, wire cutter, and also a hammer to hammer some parts. As you can see, there are parts that are hammered, just like these parts that are flattened. You could omit it, but it would be much more professional and better looking when you hammer these parts. So if you have a hammer, just let's do that. To start, we need the design and the map that we are going to make the frame. Put your stone or piece on the paper and just draw the line. I'm going to make the frame so that my resin piece is just upside down. And as you could see in previous frames, this is for my pendant and this was for the earring, and I had drawn the lines and the way that wires are weaving all around the stone. So I need a frame just behind the stone to keep it tight. So I need something like this to support back area of the stone, something like this, and then it would be wrapped in front of the shape. This is the one that we had drawn just now. This is the shape in the back of the stone, and this would be wrapped in front of the piece and would be curved like this and keep this stone and prevent it from falling down in front and back. And also we have a total frame that is going to embrace all of the wires and also the stone, and something like this is going to happen. And here at the top for the earring, we have a little coil here, a loop, and then it would be attached to the hook. So we need another wire that is wrapped from the back area into the onto the stone, and would be just like the first wires. And let me show you. This is the part that we are talking about, and we would have some weaving parts to attach those frames. So let's start and make the frames and wires. To determine the length and size of each wire that we are going to cut, we could use a thinner wire of about 0.3 or 0.4 to determine the length. You could use a wastage of your previous works, or you could use a piece of yarn. And I'm going to determine the length of this main frame, and I'm going to put the thinner wire on the half of this shape and would double it so that it would be completed. So I put my thinner wire into that and would shape it. This would be the length that I need to cut for the main frame. It's about 4.5, and I double it, and it would be 9 centimeters. So I would cut 9 centimeters on 1 millimeter wire, and I would continue for the other parts. And I had done the same for those two parts, and I need 113 and 110 for my resin piece that is about, if you have the same size, you could use my measurements. This part is about 1.5 and this is 2 centimeters. So for the first frame, I'm using this one that is 9 centimeters. I pick up the wire and put the start and ending point on each other and push it. It would completely be put on each other and push it with my chain nose pliers and then would open it. And I'm doing this to have a sharp edge here. And then put my round nose pliers and push it to be opened like this. This is going to be this part, and we are going to make a domed shape like this. And we'll repeat it at the other side. This would be the first wire frame, and we are going to make a 90-degree bend at a point. The two strands meet together, one of them 90-degree and the other is going to be wrapped all around the other, and we are going to do that in further steps. Till now we put it aside and we go for the second one, this one that was supporting the back part and also the front part of the stone. So we put the 13 centimeters wire and at the size that we had determined for this part, and we would bend it from the midpoint and the same for the other one. Now here we put it on the drawing and we are going to shape it a little to have a curved shape in both sides. And now we are going to bend it a little, right and left side, to have something like this. And then we bend it in the other direction like this. Again, put it on the drawing. Make this tail a little straight. Keep it just till this step. And we are going to hammer these parts and start hammering these parts. These two. This would be the look, the flattened part that we made on both frames. To put them together just like this, and would attach them with our thinner wire. Just we keep this part beneath and the first wire frame in front, and we put them just in center, and with the thinner wire just make a little tie here, and with your round nose pliers just fasten it up and make a little coil here. We just keep the other tail and would wrap the other one all around these two with our round nose pliers, and we continue that at least for 3 to 5 times, and this would be it. Then we would cut the other head and wrap it all around the other part. So we put it with our round nose pliers and push it, make tie and also a little wire coil here. Till now we had attached these two frames together, and the stone or our piece is going to be just be put here like this. These two tails are going to be wrapped on the stone. So with your index finger, just make it a little curve like this. And we are going to make it a swirl, and also the other part. Let's just keep it aside and wrap the other strand and make it a little curve on the stone. Till now we have something like this, and we are going to make the end of these two strands make two curves in two sides, and we'll repeat it for the other side. Then to fasten these two parts, insert your thinner wire in and make a little wire coils here, just as we did in these points. After we have attached these two parts together, first and second frame, we are going to make the third one. For this last part, we just pick up the wire, that mine is 10 centimeters, and I bend it in midpoint and like a U shape. Then put my round nose pliers and bend two sides and make just little curves here. Just open it a little and make a space so that it would go through this part. So we put it here, and then again make these strands little curved. From both sides, and also make two swirl shapes at the end of each strand. I would cut these wires a little so that it would be a little shorter. The swirl with my round nose pliers, just with it here. Then we attach these two swirls to main frame with wire coils, just like the other one. And for the back part, we just form and push this part to be put exactly the back part. You could have some wire coils here too. For the top of this earring, we have two strands, and we wrap one of them all around the other and make a little wire coil here. So we just wrap it all around the other at least 2 times. And with your round nose pliers, after making a 90-degree bend, make a loop. Just like this. And we are going to make a hook and then attach it to that loop. Then we'll open it and insert your piece into that and close it. And this would be your very beautiful wire wrapped earring that we have 2 of them now with the pendant, and the process of all of these are the same. I hope you had enjoyed this tutorial and would make one. If you like these types of wire wrapping tutorial, please comment it below so that I record more tutorial and videos on these shapes. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye-bye.